Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about three file objects. Those are stdin, stdout, and stderr. Okay. So what are they? Those are stdin, stdout, and stderr. These are three predefined filed objects. Those are defined in SYS module. Those are defined in SYS module in Python. Okay, stdin gives us the standard input, stdout gives us the standard output, and stderr gives us the standard error. In Python, by default, both three of them are console. That means the standard input is from console. When we are typing anything, by default the input statement take its input from the console. By default, the standard output is console. Whatever the output of our program may be, that goes to the console. And standard error means whatever the output. If our program has any if our program has any error, the error is also displayed in the console. So three of them is by default console, but we can redirect the messages for std out and std err to different files also. That means by default it is console, but if we want, we can redirect the standard output to any file, or we can redirect the standard error to any file object, any other file object. Okay. And in case of standard input, we can redirect the input messages, the messages from which it is taking the input for built-in input functions. We can redirect the input messages source. That is, by default the source is console. Sorry, by default the source is console, but if we want, we can redirect the source from to any file. That means without taking the input from console, the program will take the input from that particular file itself. Okay, these are three standard file objects. These are three predefined file objects in Python. So let's see them with some programming examples. Let's see this program. In this program, we have used the stdin file object. See, I have imported sys module because the stdin, stdout, and stderr three file objects are defined in sys module. Okay. So here the standard input is by default console. So see, this one is commented line. So don't focus on this line now. By default stdin is console. Now just imagine the console as a file. Okay, whatever we will write in the console, say it will be written in the file whose name is stdin. Just imagine like this. Now say you are printing a file. You are printing a file. What will you do? You have done using the print function. What have we done? For line in stdin, since stdin is the file object here, since it is defined in the sys module, we have to use for line in sys.stdin. Okay, for line in sys.stdin, we are printing the line. That's it. Print line end. Okay. Now, how will you end? By default, the for normal files, it ends whenever the line has nothing in it. It ends by default, but in case of console, by default the each and every line has its form feed, means a single character is by default written inside the line. So ending the line for ending the line, we have to check if we have given a particular input or not. So the length of the line, if we haven't given any input, the length of that particular line will be 0. Now by default a non invisible character is appended to each and every line, so we will strip that, because all of you know the strip function from the string module. Strip function removes the white spaces from any string. So if there is any white space, we will remove that using the strip function. So if length of line dot strip, that means after removing the white spaces, if the length of the line is equals to 0, we will break from the loop. Okay, otherwise we will print. That is that's it. So let's see and see when the program ends. it will print done. So let's execute it. See, I am inputting whatever I will print, it will print again because it is reading this line from the file and it is again writing with the print function. Now see, I am not giving anything. So the length of the line is equals to 0 after stripping. Then it is done. Okay. So I think you have understood. It is taking the input from the console and doing its work. Now say I want to redirect. I don't want that it takes the by default input from the console. It will take somewhere else. So let's redirect the std into abc.txt. All of you know what is written in the abc.txt, but let's see it again. See, this is the content of abc.txt. Okay. So what the function will do, it will read everything from abc.txt now without instead of reading from console. So we can do this like in this way. So just we have to open a file and store it to the file object std in. Okay. So I am executing this one. See. Okay. It is ending reading from that file and at the end done. Okay. So in this way we can redirect in the standard input to any other file. Okay. Thank you. In this file I have defined the std out. Say by default the standard output is the console. Okay. By default the standard output is the console. So whatever we will print, that will be printed in the console. All of you know that. Just let's run and check. See, this is the output, all of you know that. Now I want to redirect the standard output. That means I want to redirect the output to any other file. Okay. I want whatever I want to print, that will be printed to stdexout.txt. So we have opened a file in write mode because we are going to write in that file, and we are putting the file pointer file object to std out. Okay, std out. That means this has been redirected to this file. Now let's check. Say nothing has been written here. Now let's check the what it has been written in the stdexout.txt. See. Hello. That means that should be printed in console. It has been redirected to stdexout.txt. In this way, we can redirect the standard output to any other file object. Okay. In this file, we have I have shown how you can redirect the stderr file object to other file object. Okay. By default, again, the stderr file object is the console. Okay, whatever the error in the program that is being written in the console. In class 11, try to remember you have learnt about a very small thing about the exception handling in Python. Okay, so what we do, if there is any program where we think that any exception can occur, we write those lines in the try block. Okay, we write those lines in the try block, and we catch the exception. We handle the exception in the except block. You remember this? We handle that exception in the except blocks. Okay, except block. So here in the try block we have written 7 by 0, and we all know that this is an error, we can't divide anything by 0. And in the except block we have caught the exception as err, and we have written the standard error in the console. By default it is console, so we have written the standard error also. So let's check what happens. See, division by error is written in the console. But now we don't want to error to be written in the console. We want to error to be written in some other file. That means we will redirect the standard error to another file. Here in the similar way as we have redirected the standard input and standard output in previous programs, here also I have redirected the standard error to stdexerr2. Okay, that means this error will be written now, will not be written to the console anymore. Instead of that, it will be written in this file. Okay, so let's check. See, there is no output. And let's check this file now, stdexerr2.txt. stdexerr2.txt. See, division by 0 is written here. Okay, that means the error is written in this file instead of being written in the console. That means the standard error has been redirected to this file. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you.